I can hear myself
hear you guys.
twice. I don't know why, but I can hear myself twice. It's doing that thing again. I don't know why.
I don't either.
It sounds really weird, guys.
Cry about it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, episode 2-3. Today we've got our sports update, and then in the news, and then a comment that we will be responding to, and then
you can
a story time. Yep. So we'll go with our sports updates. What are the rankings for the games played?
What do you
That's
mean?
you, Ben.
I would say, what do you mean? Like, what's our league
won?
rank?
No.
Did I pick
No,
the
yeah, the
Packers and
picks.
Chiefs and win both of them?
Sorry,
that's probably
sorry.
inconsiderate.
Okay, sorry. So the most recent game that was played was Chiefs and 49ers and Packers and Texans who won. I don't actually know.
The Chiefs
Packers
and
Chiefs.
Cool.
Yes, it was.
Great. I lost both. Me and Levi both did not pick those.
Wow.
Let's go! I did?
Yeah.
Bang!
Yeah. That moved. It was 8-8-7, and it is now 10-8-7 with Ethan at 10.
Bang, 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 bang!
Tragic.
So you picked the Texans, Levi?
We both picked the 49ers and the Texans.
Well, I didn't know.
Oh my
we were
God.
gonna absolutely
Freak.
strap the freak out.
Oh
It's
my
serious,
God.
Okay, this is
Okay, so moving into next week, we have Chiefs and Raiders. And
No.
No, we're a week ahead. We already did that one.
I like how you're always
Packers-
thinking, but it's like it's
Packers
on
and
the
Lions and
like
Chiefs
I have it up
Bucks?
there. It's literally up there, and every week you say the one up the other one. The
Hey,
one.
that's right.
Week
Packers
ahead.
and Lions, Chiefs and Bucks. I'm a genius.
Yeah,
It's all right.
buddy!
It's all right. I'm more of a Chiefs fan than Ethan is, and I don't like the Chiefs.
He's more a Chiefs fan. Doesn't like
I
Chiefs.
figured it out. I was just set on the Raiders. So,
not gonna be a game.
I think I'm taking Chiefs for that one, too, because they just lost two of their receivers.
Packers.
Packers and Lions.
Yeah.
I'll take the Chiefs too. Then
Is it at Lambeau?
Levi, what about the Chiefs
it
and Bucks?
says
Levi, Chiefs and Bucks.
Oh, Chiefs got that.
Okay, so we've all picked Chiefs.
Chiefs about to go undefeated.
I'm
unless
gonna
the
go
Bills win.
Lions.
it is at Packers. It's also at Chiefs.
Just because the Lions beat the Vikings.
Ethan is going with the Lions. I'm gonna go with the Packers.
That's a risky decision there, man.
Last time I did that with you, Levi, the 49ers won. I mean, lost, and the Texans lost. So
That wasn't a risky decision, though. That was just a good game. Well, it was until Brock Purdy forgot.
It was terrible games.
Throw
There
the
was
football.
two interceptions by both quarterbacks.
wow, a total of 4.
I thought Purdy
Brock
had 3.
Yeah, Brock had 3 that
He
ended up losing.
he
in the
forgot
game
how to throw
completely.
the football.
It was rough.
Literally, he's paid to
it
throw
was.
the football. Forgot to
I'm
throw
gonna
the
go
football.
Lions, probably. Sadly.
Levi's going the Lions. Okay, this is my chance to get up again or to fall farther behind because that's been my MO. What's my average? How many of these have we done?
I just
We've done
think
13.
Jordan Love's going to throw his typical interceptions, and the Lions are going to be able to score off of that because they have an unstoppable run game. So that's why I'm going with the Lions. So we got those done?
Yes, that is the picks. Do we want to talk
Sweet.
about fantasy?
Yes, we will. And I took a L. That's all I know.
That's pretty typical.
Levi had two 30-point,
All
basically 3 30-point performances.
I mean,
Did you really?
don't be mad.
Yes.
Just get better.
Yeah, it was crazy. 3 of his guys popped off. So I
That
kind of expected
is
to lose that one.
Kind of crazy.
Week 7, I had
There's no-
Lamar with 32, Saquon with 26, and Jameer Gibbs with 32.
So he had,
My
basically
defense
33.
had 13. Kittle had
Which
15,
I had-
Chase 17.
I didn't have a bad week. He just had an incredible one, so I lost.
Yeah, casual 170.
Yeah. So
Go back a week.
Anyway.
Click 7.
Oh, yep. I don't know how
and
to
then
get
Ben
to
and
you.
Dad.
Though. I don't know how to get to your game though.
It doesn't matter. We already talked about it.
Well, I was wanted to see the points. I was really curious.
He had 170. I had like 150.
That's tragic. What the?
So I had
freak
a
is
good week.
going
He
on?
just had a
Better
unheard of
week.
week.
Better. Actually, I've had this week like 3 times.
Well, that's
He's crazy like that.
different, but
Just saying. I like average.
I am going to start getting people off of injury, so that
Ooh,
watch out.
He might score 10 more points.
Week 7.
I maybe should have started Puka, but I don't think he's going to get much production since it's
Your guys'
first
was kind of you really. if Levi was going nuts like you were saying, that's pretty close because Levi was only about 30 points up.
Yeah, he was one of his.
So that would have been really close.
30-point
if
performances
didn't kill.
up. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I had a great week, but he just had an incredible one.
Can you see a team average score? I don't think you can.
That would make sense though.
I'm definitely average.
And then Ben and Dad. Which ones were you won? Dad? No, you won.
I won
because Dad had
cooked him.
Jordan Love, who finished average, but then he also had someone else. Who else did he have?
Jordan Love is above average.
Well, he finished.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm struggling to try to remember how to do this on the web.
Right on cue, Kyron Williams already has a touchdown.
Good thing he's not playing
for the week next that you guys will hear about.
Ethan's already got like 25 points this week.
Screw the app. I screw the web app.
I'm playing Kyron Williams and Justin Jefferson that are playing in the same game. But anyway, we will go to.
So yeah, I won against Dad. Me and Dad were 2 and 4. Since me and Dad were 2.
Yes, he had DK Metcalf
4 and 2.
Get hurt. He had DK Metcalf get hurt, and he played Travis Kelce like a bomb.
Okay.
And he had Brandon Ayuk get hurt. Yes, Brandon Ayuk went.
I was just talking, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was talking about your week.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, he had DK Metcalf go out, Brandon Ayuk IR, and he played Travis Kelce.
Breaking news! Justin Jefferson's a 99 overall in Madden.
Yeah, go figure.
He's been upgraded.
D-Hop is an 89 overall.
Trash.
So anyway,
which, other than Devontae Adams, was the best free agent signing. But he was a trade. So anyway. So go back to your week, Ben.
So I had a 4-2, and Dad was also 4-2 in the league. And so we were going for first. And since I won, I'm now in first place. And I'm just now noticing that Levi also has taken a tie with Dad now for second.
Yeah.
But you have more points, so you're up on second.
Yep. Dad's going to lose this week. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Okay, so this week I'm against Levi,
who back and drops 40.
He won't come
Levi
back.
is currently Levi is currently projected to get less.
That checks out. I probably haven't done anything with my roster.
So Levi sent me a thing about Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, his quarterback's coming
and
back.
It's like, Tyreek Hill, something, message to fantasy managers, put me in, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he said that to the press.
That was funny. Levi sent that to me. I didn't really watch it because I didn't have sound at the moment. But I said, haha, why would I put him in? He's trash. And then I optimized and put him in. So I was like, psych, he's in. So I got Tyreek Hill in. And yeah, I'm probably going to lose because that's what happened last time I played Levi. But hey, maybe, and since he got 30 points last week, but hopefully not.
I also have a new signing because Chiefs have a new signing. What? We traded for Tennessee's wide receiver veteran DeAndre Hopkins. That's probably not new to anyone at this point.
Got 32 Levi's
but I signed him in our fantasy league as well. So next week when he pops off, he's going to be playing.
He's going to hold 12 points because Mahomes is going to throw it to the defense.
No, Mahomes can throw it to the defense. That's fine. But Hopkins is going to get a touchdown, probably a game.
Levi, can you tell me if this questionable person is questionable?
Kenneth Walker, I'd give him till Sunday at 12.
What about this one?
Yeah, you're just going to have to wait and look.
Yeah, I got to back up someone.
Do you have another backup? Because he plays at 320, so when does he play? 12, he'll be done. 12, he'll be done. Oh, you don't have backup running back.
That's okay.
He'll probably be playing. Kenneth Walker.
What about Hill?
He's a different
who just said he was... He just told fantasy managers to put him in. He's questionable. Kincaid? He's
probably fine.
He's my favorite tight end.
Well,
he gets me lots of points.
I take it back.
It's not true,
it's
though.
It's going to be less now that they got a wide receiver.
It's like, wait a minute. Now it says...
it says it'll probably be more because they'll pull off of Kincaid.
They got 8 points. Never mind. He didn't do very good last time.
I know you want to know this.
Yeah. But anyway... this week we have those two playing, and I'm playing Father. So hopefully we catch another W.
What happens if you win? You go what, 3-5?
My tie.
No, I go 2-6 or whatever.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom because I got.
But he's coming back.
I got stuck with the Indui bug early, so that means hopefully I won't be struck with it at the end of the season when you guys are. So.
Yeah, you're lucky our playoffs.
That's true because we can't trade at the end, right?
This whole game does not matter with 4 of us because you can't miss the playoffs because there's only 4 of us.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward with 4 because then there's also good players that.
Oh wait, you could miss the. I never thought about that. You could just totally miss.
If you had
our
more
10-man, you only have the top 6 or 5, 6 or 4 in the top.
Yeah, no, I never thought about that, but yep,
so we'll have more people in this in the future.
Hopefully, that would be more fun, especially when the draft comes because you have to pick other people.
That's complicated.
That sounds hard.
I mean, maybe if they're good fans. But yeah,
join our Patreon and
$3 a month. You could be in our fantasy league.
Yeah. Next subject.
I gotta go back to the subject I don't remember.
Breaking change
in the news.
FedEx?
No.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Tesla's new vehicle is what Ben has right now.
Yeah. So a couple days ago, or maybe a little more than a couple days ago, Tesla had their event. Have you guys seen?
I was gonna mention.
I saw the robot
in the podcast.
I saw the robot, which was kind of freaky, and the car, which I didn't really understand, other than it was a driverless Uber. I would never get in one of those personally.
It's kind of a risk.
It's part of my Levi's Instagram saves
podcast. Oh, what do you have on it? Because I just watched.
It's kind of a
the MKBHD video.
Because I saw a video where this guy was letting his Tesla auto drive, and they just drive through the trains. He had to swerve it away from the train.
I saw that when it was foggy out.
No,
right?
It's because they didn't know the train was coming.
Oh,
how are they supposed to know when the train's coming?
They
don't.
Goes down.
Yeah, but
but it's like one of them back road ones.
No, the thing goes down, sure, but the Tesla doesn't sense that.
How the heck can it not sense that?
I don't know, because it didn't know the train was coming through.
Well, I feel like it should be able to sense that.
So he had to weave right over into the ditch.
I saw one that was
to a moving train.
I saw one where it was foggy out and right last minute swerved into the mist of the train. There was an excuse for that, I heard. Anyway, so Tesla unveiled some new things. I didn't put in my notes here. They had these robots walking around. I don't know if you've seen the Tesla robots.
Yeah, it was freaky.
Yeah.
It's cool.
The MKBHD was like, just listen to these guys talk.
Faceless human is weird.
Yeah. They were talking really well, and so people think that it was just people behind the robots and not anything AI.
That's an idea.
So that was kind of misleading because I think it was supposed to be like AI-esque.
Yeah.
But
Are you talking about this guy?
Yes, I am.
Dude, he was mad realistic and just spaced out.
What does that mean? What?
He was realistic, but he was definitely robotic because he was spaced out.
It's because it's a robot.
Yeah. So there wasn't a guy behind there saying it.
Not necessarily behind remote.
It was still freaky. I don't care what the heck you said.
I think it was cool. It's very gimmicky. Yeah, the robots but they were real people probably controlling them remotely, so it wasn't really like an AI robot. So that was kind of strange. But then
That's what the lights was,
the taxi. So
I stand where I stand. I'm not.
You're never jumping in one.
I wouldn't even get in a Tesla and let it drive me with me sitting right there, just because you don't know what it's gonna do. If it's gonna rear you right over into traffic or not.
They do really good.
I don't care.
They do really good.
I'm not.
I
I'm
want to see one in real
90
life.
and can't drive, and I'm trying to go somewhere. I'm not doing it.
Not doing it.
Well, by the time you're 90, it'll probably be a lot safer.
That's probably true. They'll all be.
There you go.
So the taxi has no rearview mirrors because it doesn't need it. No back mirror, no back window. The doors are winged for some reason.
It's cool.
Sure.
It's one of those fancy cars.
There's no steering wheel, obviously. Huge tablet in the middle. The HUD caps. I think is that what that's called?
Yeah.
That just is.
It's just a big flat thing that covers the whole tire. Yeah.
It's not really a hubcap. It's just a tire cover, basically.
Sure. Whatever you want to call it.
Their Cybertruck does too. They just throw an aerodynamic cover over the tire.
So there's They said that there was no manual override, or the one that would be included would be minimal and on the screen for the taxi. So I don't know what that like. Can you stop it? But you have to like tap through. Like, oh, well, I kind of want to not do this. Stop. It's like, what if something veers out in front of it?
It's just crazy.
It is. There's no physical door buttons inside. The only way to open the door is with the screen, and then you can get out. But the cost is under $30,000 or around $30,000, which doesn't seem bad. But granted, you don't get a wheel. You're missing out on a lot of stuff.
I mean, there's probably not even like an emergency brake.
Right, there isn't probably,
which is crazy.
Yeah.
If you have driven a Tesla before and have driven yourself, that's just crazy to me that you trusted a computer that much.
It's like the wheel delay in the Cybertruck.
Oh, yeah, that thing's crazy.
Or, I mean, just think about your computer when some of the times you accidentally pull the USB stick out and you lose all the data on it. I mean, it's like the things you can't control.
That doesn't happen very often anymore.
It doesn't happen very often anymore, but it still does happen. And it's the one in a car when you're going 50 down a highway and that one time it maybe happens kills you. It's like, That's not worth the risk at all. It doesn't make any sense to me.
And then you're gonna be like, whoops. And the other thing is it charges wirelessly. That was interesting. Not.
Yeah, they drive over like something and then it.
Unlike all the other Teslas that have the thingy you can plug into it, it literally cannot be plugged in. It's only wireless. Which wireless is also not energy efficient, so it's gonna take a bunch of energy. But it's cool to have this idea that like you could own a fleet of these taxis, and so like if you just lived in the city, you know, your taxi can take you to work, and then while you're working, the little car can just drive around and pick people up, and then you get like some passive income.
I mean, it's interesting, and the robots. It's all interesting and kind of crazy that it's like we're living in that world now, but I don't know. I just don't like it.
I think it's cool. I'm with you. I probably wouldn't take it anywhere publicly.
That didn't even like the little iRoomba robots that run around. I mean, that's a whole new level.
We're in the new
things.
Yeah, I mean, those things are cool. Don't get me wrong. If you've got a house that can do it, but I'm just for perspective. No one liked them. This is a freaking robot. I mean, this is literally what all the sci-fi horror movies have been about. Is like Tron, the robot. I mean, you don't know what that robot's gonna do.
You don't know where that robot's been.
And it's a chunk of metal.
Yeah.
It's going to win a fight.
I think the purpose, like a really good use for the Tesla taxi would be like Disney World, where it's a set path. It can go kind of slow. It's not taking crazy or like any other resort or like an airport.
Tesla golf cart.
Okay. They should look in. You should tweet.
Invest.
Yeah. Tweet at Elon Musk. And
like you're saying, like a.
Well, they already make electric golf carts. That's nothing.
But they don't drive themselves. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I want to be able to page it. I want to be able to page it like a caddy. Here, golf cart.
But then you have the variable of people in that. I mean, just like you do.
Well, did you see the demo?
But
with the demo, they had people walking around the taxi. Granted, the taxi probably wasn't going more than 5-10 mile an hour, but. There was just people walking down the street.
Most of the time you don't. It's just
yeah.
So it makes sense in the city. I get that.
Yeah, around here, heck no.
Around anywhere other than a city.
Yeah, we live in the middle of Chicago.
But then at that point, why can't you just drive yourself?
You want to watch Netflix while you're driving.
That's so busy. Dumb.
You got calls.
Dumb.
Yeah, you're a businessman. Business. And people are calling. And you're like
Batman.
Yeah. You gotta get this. Like, quick, give me the report.
Tesla Batmobile.
I think it's cool.
It's like a chauffeur. I never understood why the rich people got chauffeurs. Just drive yourself. Other than they're just looking for tax monies to not spend.
Driving in the city is so frustrating.
Oh, no, I guarantee that. But they're choosing to live there. That's a part of it.
They choose to live there because that's where their business is at. If you don't like it that much,
walk.
That's where their business is at.
That's the reason they're rich.
Yeah,
and they got their driving.
I say if I had a lot of money, I would not drive in like New York. I'd get a chauffeur because good golly, I am.
Unless you were having a lot of side by side, face to face conversations, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and nowadays there's not much of a need to travel as often with virtual stuff. But anyway, I get it. But anyway, so the taxi. Like I said, I would take it in like a theme park if I was going
wasn't there
from
something else that they announced in
the bus.
The bus.
Oh yeah.
Or van, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
The only thing I noted down here was that it had a minimal clearance from the ground, which if you ever driven around here, the bumps in the street are ridiculous.
Yeah, this is all for cities. I think.
So there's no way that bus is going anywhere in this area. And I wouldn't even think like the big cities around us. I mean, and then I put Jetson looking thing. There wasn't a lot of information on it, really. It's just a bus that holds like 20-something people.
The more important thing is SpaceX catching a rocket.
That was cool. I didn't really pay attention much to that, but yeah, I saw that.
It looked very faked. I'll just say that.
It definitely
looked reversed. Like it looked like when the rocket took off, just put it in reverse. That's what it looked like.
I've only seen clips of it, but that is cool.
Exactly. And they all look reversed.
But what's the difference between them catching it and it just landing with landing gear?
You're saving the material. Well, you know where it's coming back to.
That was what it was. That's right. It was just coming. It was coming back to where it launched from.
It'd be hard to. It'd be very expensive to.
Otherwise,
move
you have to
from wherever it landed to
back. Well, I feel like at one point they landed at a pad there was one point when they were landing in the ocean and they'd have to go boat out there and catch it.
Right.
That would suck.
Well, this is just
but at one point they were landing on pads
in a safe spot.
But so I don't really get the catching difference versus it just like landing on
because
the
then
pad
they gotta
over.
Move it back to take it off again. They're planning to use it again.
I guess
rockets just like to land on a pad.
You know, it probably is a lot of money.
There was clips where they had like a tripod that came out and did the same thing.
Land on a pad?
Well, and it did, but it was the moving it back to put it on the thing. It's like, well, might as well try and figure it out.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, you know, if you're using rockets and you're using like 3 or 4 rockets a year, you always have to like move it from this big pad, move it over. Yeah, it might be worth getting it at least right where it's going to launch again, and you can just like sure it all up and send it back off. Okay, you convinced me.
It's the
That's
same
cool.
thing.
I mean, it's cool.
The timing thing with the closing things.
Yeah. Nonetheless, it's still cool. I mean, it looked really sweet. They're just catching rockets out here now. Wait.
And then, go ahead. Sorry, Chevy had announced an EV forever, and it's recently came into purchasing in people's reviewability. MKBHD, that one, said it was probably the best Chevy or EV pickup truck out there because it gets 450 miles of range.
That's pretty big.
It's unmatched because it's all battery, and then the features that it all has in it is super cool like an EV, and it still looks like a Chevy, and it's got a big old cab. So there's a lot of room in the back seats, a lot of cool stuff in the front.
Because there's no engine.
Yeah, and they had the frunk.
It's got frunk.
It was longer, I believe, than the Cybertruck, so they could get a bigger battery in there. And then on the Chevys, no, on the GMCs, I believe, some EV I saw, and I think it was the GMC, had a swappable battery.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was cool.
They're going to need to do that easier because these batteries only last like 10 years. And a lot of people like to own cars longer than 10 years, especially resell cars.
Well, yeah. And then, after 10 years, and even after that, once the battery goes dead, what the heck do you do with it?
Right. And so then it's
a metal that doesn't
more
move.
expensive to sell even. Yeah, no. I think that's cool.
So, yeah, one of them.
Cool yard.
It may not have been. It may have been like a Kia Carnival. I don't know. They're making an EV of that too. But I know the Chevy came out, and I drive a Chevy truck now, and I love it. It was freaking cool. If there was one EV that I would ever even think about, it was the Chevy one because it got 450 miles of range.
Yeah, I think an electric vehicle would be cool to own. I want one, but I don't
and it's like still a full size pickup truck.
The podcast could blow up. I could afford a.
Yeah, if you all just would subscribe, we could all pull up in new EVs.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want an EV personally. But
I don't think I would either.
I think hybrids.
All of our money can go to my EV.
But I love the diesel that I drive right now too, and I think that's really the way to go.
Someone asked me the other day if my car was diesel. I said nope.
I guess
they also said, "Is that a new car?" And I said, or they said, "Is that new?" And I said, "The deer dent or the car?" And they said, "Oh, the car. What deer dent?" I go, "The panel." You go, "Oh, nice."
Ben can't drive.
That's true.
That's not true. I've been driving real well since the deer hit.
Yeah, well,
I'm slowing down at wooded areas.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm honking the horn.
Doing that one.
You're driving behind Ben, and Ben just like every time he sees a patch of trees next to the road, he just goes down like 30.
I do. I did go down to 40.
That's good.
On the bridge by our house, and I get the other area that's really wooded on the turn. Also slowed down.
Yeah, good. So
honk the little horn.
That's our news. The Tesla thing's crazy. We're gonna have a new one. There's an Apple event coming up sometime. They're gonna announce some Apple.
I feel like I heard a news something or other, but I haven't looked into it.
It's not out yet. It's all rumors still.
Oh, they're rumoring.
But
when's the new iOS come out? Was that October?
It was supposed to.
Oh, maybe it was the start of November.
Probably supposed to be last month, but they pushed it another 3 months.
I think that'd be cool to see you guys because you guys have the phones that are for that. So
it was cool.
I'm excited to see it.
But it wasn't cool. I don't know what happened, but I had my flashlight on,
With
and
the button.
then I was holding something, and then I think I went to my camera. It turned off, but it didn't say it turned the flashlight off, like in the iOS in the system.
Apple fixed
So yeah, it was just off, and I couldn't. I mean, no matter what I did, it wouldn't turn on.
Because you're in the camera. That's
no. I swiped out, went to the homepage, still couldn't turn it on and off.
Ooh.
I had to restart the phone, and it worked. But yeah, that was odd.
That's a bug.
Yeah, it was odd.
Okay, Apple, this is your official notice of that bug.
Yep.
They probably know.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor.
Gotta get it.
Apple.
So now
do that.
Respond to comments.
So we got a comment from, I'm just going to call them Casper, that asked, is there a movie that you always quote from? Doesn't have to be a single quote, but just anything from a movie. For me, it's The Incredibles. I feel like this is the quote. I feel like the maid, I just cleaned up this mess and I can't keep it clean for 10 minutes.
I don't know if that's an actual quote.
That is, I looked it up because I didn't recognize it from The Incredibles, but yeah,
either.
it's one of the interviews that
I
they're
would
doing.
have used the, honey, where's my super suit? Or whatever like that. That's a better one. But no, I would say, I don't think I really do. Sometimes I'll just scream ka-chow, but it's got to be a right moment type of thing.
What's the right moment for you, Ethan?
I don't know. It's just a feel thing whenever it's funny. I say,
I am Batman.
Sometimes it's just random movies. There's not one that I always say. I'm going to guess that quote is because she's probably a mom.
What is the thing?
Or literally made. I don't know, but
you're assuming.
I am assuming because that's such an odd quote.
Well, it reminds me of our cousins, two of which we've had on, that quote movies and songs all the time.
Yeah, that is true.
And I don't know how you can there was a moment in my life where I thought I was going to turn out like them and know a bunch of actors and stuff. Like I was getting really good at knowing all the Marvel actors and stuff like that and recognizing them. I'm nowhere near them still.
No, they just watch movies.
They can watch a movie and go, "Oh my gosh, that's so and so from so and so and so and so," and that other person.
They watch
I'm like,
movies
like
they would buy. They watch movies a lot.
And I feel like we watch movies a lot.
No,
but I'm just not as
I mean,
good.
they watched it a lot.
That okay.
And they rewatched movies.
That might be what it is.
And because they're feminine, most of them, and so they would, whereas the men would watch the movie once, that was good, and then never watch it again until like 4 months later. They'd probably watch it and be like, that was so good, we should watch it again.
Yeah. So they were always really good at quoting movies. I don't really quote movies a lot either. I'm trying to think. I mean,
I don't have
Captain
like she's saying a specific one, but
You seen that?
Do what?
Waterboy. Captain Insano shows no mercy.
I have
Post him in the eye.
I have seen that. Do you use that a lot, Levi?
Only 3 times a day.
So yeah, not much at all.
I have one that I use.
I feel like it's so sporadic. It's whatever comes to mind. It's like
Exactly.
I don't have like a go-to or something I say a lot.
Yeah.
But they're always funny. I love quoting movies. Quoting reels.
Good comment.
That was a good question. Hey, if you guys have questions for us, leave them in the comments, and we can respond to questions. It's great. I think we have another question, but
Who
we
was
will
the
save
user?
I told you I'll call him Casper.
No, but we gotta call him out. They gotta know.
Casper.
No, it's Linhard
They commented.
Casper, frequent commenter.
Linhard Casper. Shout out. More questions. If they're not done, we'll answer them.
Yeah. Could use.
I should say there
personally
is no dumb question
could go without the
appropriate.
profanity, in my opinion, but
It was funny.
it was a little funny. I will give them that. Yeah, but so we can ask another question next time. But like I said, if you guys want to leave us a question, then we can answer. Leave them in the comments or message us or whatever. What's next? I don't even remember.
This will be released after my birthday. I'm 2-1. Let's go!
He's old.
So Ethan's birthday is coming up, and so to celebrate his lovely birthday coming up, I dedicated a small segment of our lovely podcast here to Ethan, and I got him a gift. So you guys get excited.
Oh, we're doing this now?
I had a gift too, but I decided, and by that I mean I completely forgot.
Why don't you wait?
I wonder what that is.
I wonder what it is.
I guarantee you I can tell you exactly what that is.
You don't want to wait to do this for Saturday?
No, happy birthday, homie.
Oh.
We have like a whole family.
This is listen. We buy stuff for the podcast all the time. At least I could do something that I already bought for the podcast, get views. That's also the wrapping paper I found.
Getting views.
I thought I had found a metallic one. I was like, oh, this metallic one will be cool. It's clear and it's just really thick.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, Ethan.
Right,
I mean, I'm not going to record it. I am. We're recording.
Oh my gosh.
This is the first pop. Now we got to get a good tear. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. All right, that's enough of that. Mid.
Happy birthday! Do you know what it is?
It's a water bottle.
Can you guess what it is?
It's not a water bottle. It's a lemonade bottle.
Vacuum insulated water bottle.
Open it up.
Oh, there's more opening.
It comes unmarked, which I thought was strange.
Yeah, it's just like a company's plain water bottle.
Yeah.
Aha!
Actually, I didn't realize this. We've mentioned him twice today.
MKBHD.
Ethan didn't remember it at the start of this episode, but he wanted his bottle.
So yeah, he's got. No, I remembered it, but I was like, that's just a normal water
See,
bottle.
isn't that strange? It didn't come marked.
Yeah, so he just gets this water bottle and then puts this logo on it.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that they're just work with the company to label them, which is fine.
Very cool.
Ethan said on the podcast episode, I don't remember the number, that he thought it was.
Figure it out.
Actually, I can figure it out. I don't care enough. It was when we were reviewing YouTuber products. Ethan said I would take an LTT bottle. That'd be great for my birthday. And so I was gonna do that, and yes. Ethan was on a call with Levi and said, no, actually, I would like a different one. And so then he said, I want the.
I said,
one.
if you were gonna get one, I would rather support
MKBHD over LTT.
Yes,
which I thought was absurd, but
he's got good videos. They're clean majority of the time. Really good videos,
That's
by the way.
true.
I love how he produces them and does them.
Yeah, he's got quality.
And he's
stuff.
an Apple guy. I love that.
Okay.
So
Linus,
he
has
has talked to Tim Cook.
He has, which is pretty sweet.
He is a big boy.
And Musk.
And he's partnering with Ridge.
Meta's guy. Zuck.
And he might be on the next podcast episode.
Well,
he might be. You guys gonna have to
never know.
You're gonna have to tune in next week to see if we got him on.
Secret guest? Question mark.
This is perfect. I love this so much. This feature right there.
I'm talking
fact that
Tim
it
Cook,
screws
not MKBHD.
tight.
Oh, I
And
thought
then
we were talking.
Opens like that.
Yeah.
Don't we have Tim Cook on
it's okay.
Next episode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll FaceTime him in because I know he ain't gonna use Teams or Google Meet. Yeah.
So I will be using. I've been waiting for this because I
Awesome.
knew one was coming, and I have a lot of water bottles. Yes, I even have a circle one. I don't use it all that much because they don't seal like this. This closes
it's nice.
off the mouth, keeps it clean. I know it's legit, and it's perfect.
Yep. My LTT one is similar. I think it's smaller in volume by just a bit, but it is the same.
No, because yours doesn't fit in a cup holder.
No, it was there was a distinction.
You have the big one.
Hold on.
There's a smaller one that I was.
That's what it was. That's right. Mine does hold more because it's bigger.
In a cup holder, so
Yeah.
yours holds more. But I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't drink
so
a whole lot of water.
I don't know if the LTT.
I've seen him dump a lot of water out. I would rather.
I do
drink
that
it all.
occasionally. But yeah, I love my spout. It keeps it nice and cold.
And
it's
then
great.
this.
And I think you'll like that. So it'll be awesome.
When I had hands full, I had a water bottle like this for working in the summer. I did not realize how clutch this little handle was until you have keys.
Phone, wallet, keys.
I know my phone was in my pocket most of the time, but I had like a charger, my keys, and gloves. And I just didn't have enough hands. I didn't want to touch this with the gloves or the dirty hands, so the handle was clutch.
Yeah, no, I like my handle on mine too. It's
That's
great.
white.
Yeah, no,
It's
I'm
big,
excited.
right?
And then fits in a.
Ethan's gonna be drinking.
Is
out
it?
of that thing.
Oh! Here's the real.
Can do heat.
No. Well, I would assume
That
so.
is a good question. Also, I don't think it's machine wash or it's washable.
Yes. 24 hours frozen, 12 hours hot.
Cool.
12 hours? I mean, how often do you need?
Deer season coffee in this? Oh, maybe not because I have a coffee cup. But anyway, if I need extra. Lifetime warranty does not cover any passive or self-cleaning, does not cover any paint.
Ethan's reading the legalese.
No,
FedEx,
I'm trying to see if it's
Go next.
dishwasher safe because
I don't
if
think it
is, it is the West
WS
water bottle ever.
No. I don't think mine is, and I also don't think yours is. Let me see. I'm gonna. It's 100% leak proof.
Yes.
Easy
because
grip
it's got a
handle,
screw on.
100% leak proof, copper lining.
Dish wash. It doesn't even say on the website. Come on, MKBHD.
No, it's usually a.
Oh,
Dude,
almost caught
There's
a
a
fly.
logo
Freaking
or a sticker.
better.
I bet it said on this thing. Please read before use.
it
not
probably
freeze.
does say on
Do
that.
not use in microwave. Do not place the product on a stovetop or other heat source.
Holy cargo
Not
pants! How many
intended for
pockets
children.
does that thing have in it?
Wash all
$100.
parts in warm soapy water. Hand wash only.
There it is.
Darn.
Dude, the LTT stuff is sweet.
That would have been fire.
Bro, he's got these cargo pants with like 18,000 pockets.
Oh, I bet he does. Dude, have you seen MKBHD and Ridge's collaboration? They made a soft wallet because of MKBHD.
I heard that on one of the marketing
That's
materials.
almost clutch.
Sleek looking backpack.
Do you like this? Yeah, dude, LTT makes some freaking ballin' stuff. I love shopping there. My wallet doesn't, but I do.
Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
I mean, that's a reason.
I did not know this was happening today, so that was thoroughly surprising.
What the freak?
Good surprise.
Surprise.
It's going to be coming out after my birthday, but...
It is. Everyone wish Ethan a happy birthday in the comments.
Yeah,
or an unhappy birthday if you don't like him.
Yeah. Yeah, or wish him unwell. Check out this pin from LTT. It's bolt action.
All right, that's cool.
Those are cool,
I'm not gonna lie.
Those are because it's usually they're smaller. Ridge does the same thing. Theirs is a bolt action because it's tiny.
No, like it has like a bolt. You know how you like have to go up and then
you have to like rack the pin.
That's how you rack.
That's what Ridge's does. It just goes over and down.
It's a normal pin.
Right, that one's normal. But I'm saying Ridge does that so it can like be in your pocket and you don't have to worry about it clicking open or anything. That's why he does it too.
They also sell this this thermal pad, this thermal paste alternative from I do not remember what company, but it's not them. They don't make it.
Like this thermal paste you put on the whatever.
Like on a CPU, yeah.
That.
But check it out. What it is you put it in the fridge, and then it's cold, and you can cut it with scissors, and then you cut it to the right size you need, and then you can stick it on the CPU, and it's better than paste and lasts longer. And then it kind of becomes gooish when heated up.
Gooish.
It's called phase
like
change.
The paste? That makes sense.
Yeah. It's freaking sweet.
And not overpriced.
Yeah, actually, it's not that bad. I kind of want some, but I don't have a need for thermal paste right now. They also came out with a new screwdriver, which I'm very hype about. Have also not bought it, but that would be sweet. I'm just looking.
Another reason I wanted MKBHD is just because he's all about minimalist. People are gonna see this and think it's just a logo, a design. Versus Linus's, is computer themed, and I would have to explain. Oh, they'd be like, "What's on your water bottle?" Oh, it's a motherboard from Linus Tech Tips, blah blah blah, and they're like, "Who's Linus Tech Tips?" Blah 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 blah. Not that I don't like talking to people, but
he doesn't.
He's
like
minimalist, and I think it's cooler because it's just.
Have you seen the LTT desk stuff too? Magnet-based desk management.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's baller as well. I agree.
All right. FedEx.
Wait, no. Okay.
No, Levi's got a FedEx here.
My FedEx thing is funny. I lost it. Okay, there it is. So FedEx, we all know FedEx.
Yeah, Ethan's notoriously crap shipper.
In its early days, FedEx couldn't cover its fuel bill, so the founder took its last $5,000 to Las Vegas and won $27,000 playing blackjack to keep the company afloat.
I think I've heard that story.
Wow.
But that is sweet.
Hey, I heard something interesting today on the radio.
Gamble.
Purple mattresses, egg.
Love
yeah, you listen to the radio?
I'm gonna own one.
Yes, I was in a tractor for like an hour.
Oh, fair.
Dude, purple mattresses, egg, squish, doesn't break.
Mm-hmm.
Out of business.
What?
Yeah.
I'm calling
bankrupts?
No, just quit. Out of business.
That's crazy. Because when we were young.
It's such a cool mattress. I literally looked at it yesterday. I was like, I'm going to own one of those mattresses one day. No, I freaking can't.
You wanted to.
Because I'm a side sleeper.
You were going to say you were about to order one?
No, I wasn't about to order one.
But looking at the AI, don't trust the AI.
But is making some changes to become more efficient and grow, closing Utah manufacturing facilities, laying off corporate staff, focusing on product launches, and the CEO change.
That's kind of what I'm seeing from this other article. What are you looking at?
Basically shutting down.
No, they're just downsizing, it looks like. So you can still buy one.
Well, maybe.
I want a purple pillow. That's what I want. My pillow causes me headaches.
I love my pillows.
I wouldn't get a purple one.
Get one of those cool.
Okay.
I don't remember what they are. My pillow or something.
Dude, those things are way too fluffy.
No, mine's a my pillow. It's not fluffy.
I know. Your pillow was my pillow before it was your pillow.
It's not fluffy.
You're welcome.
So, his my pillow was your my pillow.
It was mom and dad's
before it was his my pillow.
Yeah. I gave it to mom. Mom gave it to him.
Sure.
The my pillow, your
mom
pillow.
Gave it to me, and then I gave
your
it back
pillow's
to mom,
my pillow. My pillow's your pillow's my pillow.
Anyway, let's save that story for Logan episode. I think that'd be a really good Logan
more
episode.
Fun facts? I got you.
Sure, I can
Not
concur
fun
with
facts.
saying that.
I have an actual topic. I have a question of the day, if you want to say.
If that's what you want to call it.
Which two animals would you like to switch the noises of? If you could turn a cow and make it go meow, that kind of rhymed. I did not mean to do that, but
He's a poet
if
and
you
he
could
did
switch
it
two
even though-
animal noises, what would you do? I have the correct answer. It's not technically correct, but it's hilarious.
There is the correct answer. There's not a correct answer, but there is a correct answer. I'm trying to think in form of like utility. Like what does it make a noise that I want to make a noise, or vice versa?
I would switch a chicken and a mouse.
So you're just
Chickens
like
are
you see
about
a
it.
mouse walking around, or not,
and then you know where it's at.
Yeah, you turn the lights on and the mouse
You know if you have a mouse in your house.
That's crazy.
Well, let me tell you.
And when people have chickens, all they do is and that's annoying.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
And the rooster.
Accurate.
Oh my
Imagine
goodness.
if they just.
Yeah, that would be not quite.
Yeah, they couldn't wake you up though.
Okay, that's a good. I'm not gonna lie. That's a good answer, Ethan. I don't hate that. I don't hate it. I do not hate it.
Well, the correct answer.
No,
is...
I haven't given my answer.
Okay.
I don't have an answer though, but
That's
I'm
okay.
kind of thinking
That
something.
just popped in my head. And I was
I'm kind of thinking something
perfect.
with deer because I don't like deer. So if the deer could be louder, so I could.
You're not gonna hear it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hear it from my car.
No.
I don't know. I don't have an animal that's annoying,
Isn't that
so
a strange question?
I would probably go like funny, and be like
See, chicken and a mouse.
like a mouse and an elephant or something, and
Well,
then
that's
every once in a while,
random.
something small just makes this huge noise.
All right, you can get me on technicality
Okay.
of an insect, but crickets and the screaming goats. Imagine you're just outside beside a lake, and you hear from your chickens.
That's good.
No,
Or not the
cricket.
chickens, the crickets.
That's good.
That would be chaotic. That's the wrong. That's the opposite of the correct answer. That is the wrong answer.
No, that would be
because there's
hilarious.
crickets everywhere.
Exactly.
Think of how loud that could
Guys,
get.
you know what I saw the other day?
Think of how loud that could get.
Some guy took like WD-40 and sprayed a cricket.
That
With
probably
it-
kill the cricket. Yeah. that
And
cricket's
so
gone.
then he found it after he sprayed it and it ran away, and it was trying to make the noise by rubbing.
Oh, it was smooth.
It wouldn't make a
That's
noise.
funny. He greased
So his
it up.
wings are flapping and it's making no
greased-
noise.
He
So
greased a cricket.
He squeaked a cricket.
He greased the cricket.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
was like, oh my
Go,
god.
no.
I was thinking about something.
I had something too. If you can't think of it.
No, mine's
I
better.
forgot.
So Ethan, do you remember the time we used to have chickens and roosters?
Yes.
I hate those things.
We've told this story on here, I bet.
We
I
have.
don't think
Come out where
so.
I knocked it
We
out.
definitely have.
What?
The rooster?
Do you remember telling the story?
No,
Okay.
maybe not.
I don't think so. Let's tell it again. Who cares? Do
It
you
was,
remember? Do you remember? Because I
Oh, yeah,
I tell it to
vividly.
people all the time
Yeah, vividly.
because it was so funny. So I think you should tell it because you're the one that.
So
did it.
yeah, basically,
There's a trash can there.
it's over there somewhere.
Yeah, no, it's in the trash can.
No, it's not.
Uh-uh.
It's not even close.
I know I didn't make it. So we had chickens a long time ago when we were kids. It was cool, get eggs, all that, do chores.
It wasn't bad. Looking back.
And so we had to have a rooster.
No, I missed
That thing, if you don't know chickens and roosters, the roosters can be feisty. Sometimes they can be nice, but sometimes they're feisty. And they
it.
kind of pick favorites between their people. So we would go in there for the longest time, and we didn't have a rooster. But we eventually got one.
It was so nice going in there when there was no rooster.
Right. You didn't have to worry about anything. But then we got a rooster, and we get in there, and they get all loud, and they puff their wings, and they come running at you. And they throw their feet up with the talons because that's how they attack.
That's what it's called.
And so you have to go in there with the can to feed them and, like, shoo the rooster back. Or
As
if
a
you caught
shield.
them in the coop, then you run in there, dump, and come back out. And you could use the gate. So you could fling the gate open and pinch them in between it. But
Yeah.
anyways, that's beside the point.
And someone told me once that, like, because they walk in their own poop, that you could get, like, an infection from them scratching
because
you.
chickens are gross.
Yeah. And so
Yeah,
that
if they
disgusting.
scratch you and get that chicken crap in your blood system, it could, like, infect your leg and maybe even cause serious.
yeah. So we
amputation,
were trying to dodge that thing as much.
Well,
as
it was
we
just
can
because it
with-
was kind of.
and we used the container to bop them away.
We were
You
really
want-
We could hit 'em.
small.
What didn't help is Dad would always go in there and he started putting a shovel by the door, and every time he'd go in there, he'd wail on that thing,
Well, yeah,
and
help or
he would
not help, whatever.
bop
It's
the
just because it
rooster
was
and
annoying.
kick it, and I think it made it angrier.
No, I think it just didn't.
I think it
was
got
gonna do
worse.
it anyway.
I think it got worse after Dad hit it a few times.
I don't think so.
Because we would just like push it with the container and be like, "Excuse me,"
Well, that's
and then Dad's like, "Excuse me," whoom.
well. I don't know. I think it's the same outcome in both of them. He's not happy about either of them.
Yeah, no, he was not. It was so annoying. It made going in there and feeding them so annoying.
Yeah, it was dumb. So we would end up eventually moving it towards the gate and dumping it over the gate underneath the pen.
We would
do
whatever we could do.
Then, moving on, we had a trampoline by our chicken coop one time and chicken pen. And on the tree, we had strapped a basketball goal, so we would play basketball with the trampoline, and
which if you haven't done as a kid, you should.
Yeah, but the trampoline didn't have a net for the longest time. Eventually, it did. So
no, that trampoline never had a net.
Right, but
which also, if you've never done, you should do because Let's living on the freaking edge, man.
Yeah. So
kids these days don't know how hard it was when we were young.
You know, you shoot the ball, you dunk the ball. Sometimes, most of the time,
and this isn't one of them stupid little goals with like.
No, it's like an actual basketball goal that we strapped to a tree.
Yeah,
it was an old one.
We ratchet strapped an actual goal with a big rim to a tree, and then strapped the trampoline to the tree and could jump and dunk on it, and it was sick.
Yeah. Because it was sturdy, but it just had a plastic backboard. It wasn't like an actual glass legitimate thing.
Yeah, it was like what you'd find at your local park.
Yeah. So then, obviously, comes that you miss sometimes, and without the net, the ball could go over wherever it wanted to. So one of the days we're out there, the ball misses, goes into the chicken pen.
I probably swatted the heck out of you.
Whatever. And then it's like, well, crap. Now we got to go in and get this ball. With the rooster that's right there in the pen,
watching us
in his territory. Oh yeah,
and we don't have the bucket. No one wants to go get the food bucket. We don't have anything else to bop it with.
And I was like, I'll just go in there and get it. But then I was thinking when I got down, I was like, I'll just stick right here. I'll just get a stick, and so I had hit it one time with something, and then I remember
it might have been that we had two balls, but we had lost both balls at this point. There's something we were out of options, and so Ethan grabs the
we just had to go do it. And so then I was like, well,
twig.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to the shed to get the can, so I got a stick. It was a throwable stick. It wasn't very big.
Yeah, it wasn't long. It wasn't long enough to hit the rooster. Like you couldn't whack it with it in your hand because he'd still be able to get you.
Yeah, I gave him one chance. I poked him away with something, but then he was still I go get you. And so then I was like, no. And so I get in there, and he comes running at me, and I shot his stick at him. And it was a stick throw for the ages.
It really was.
Just, tink, and he does a backwards flip. And so he and then flips backwards, and he stops moving. He's just laying on the ground. Chickens don't lay on the ground. Yeah. And I was like,
he went limp.
I was like, I just killed the chicken. So then I run in there and get the ball, and then I come back out. I was like,
that was our quick while he's down.
I just killed the rooster. And I was like, and they're like, oh, you just killed him. I was like, nah, surely I just knocked him out. And then eventually he's still there for a minute, probably.
I feel like we were like, oh, and then you went and grabbed the ball, and then you kind of watched, and then I think by the time you'd gotten to like the trampoline,
it had been like a minute, and then so finally I had the ball. I get up. We're still kind of like, oh, I just killed the chicken. What are we gonna think about the chicken? Little did I know, Dad wouldn't have cared if we killed the rooster. But I was like, oh, Dad's gonna be so mad at me. I killed the rooster. But then we get back to going, and he gets up, and he just starts running around like a chicken with his head cut off because he was just dumb. He didn't know where he was.
What I remember,
his head was limp over. Yeah. So normally his heads are like, it was like that.
What I remember is like his body came to life, but his head was not.
Yeah, so he was just
like a chicken with his head cut off.
Running everywhere, but his head was just down, and it was kind of flopping. And so we're like, oh, he's alive. But he's got a mental disability.
We thought we handicapped him.
Yeah. So it was not good. I thought the chicken was gonna get some brain damage, but then eventually, probably a minute later, we never know, but a minute later he started acting back to normal, and I was like, hey, rooster's good, and we got our ball.
Yeah, no, that was
Don't
good.
throw stuff at the chicken. And then after all that, it was like he was saying, Dad just goes in there and freaking punts the thing and doinks it with a shovel, and nothing ever goes wrong. Because, like I said, little did we know, he didn't care if that thing died or not.
Dad did not care about that rooster. So, actually, Dad probably hated that rooster
because
he would attack you and his children.
Everyone that I know that has a rooster
hates it
because it attacks you.
They're so dumb
all the time. Doesn't matter.
I don't
think
they're as bad when there's no hens around, but no one ever just has a rooster.
No, that's the
point. So they
the
always have a hen, and then the rooster is always trying to be dominant, and they're always annoying.
Stupid.
But no, it was crazy because I was on the trampoline. Ethan said, "Okay, I'll go get it." I think we were probably taking turns on who'd have to go jump out around and go grab it. And so or it was whoever threw it off probably. And so you threw it into the pin, so Ethan had to go get it. And so I'm on the trampoline.
I'm pretty sure it was one of those. I don't want to go get it.
You think we just decided?
And then it was like, well, I'll go get it.
Yeah,
because then we could continue playing and nobody had.
Nonetheless, so I was on the trampoline and Ethan's going in, and Ethan's like, "I could use the stick." I was like, "Okay, whatever, dude." And so he opens the door, and he's right. It was the most perfect toss
because he was like straight on, and his head's like this big.
And this wasn't like he would just throwing it straight down like a foot or two. I mean, this was like 5 or 6 feet.
Yeah, I wasn't taking my chances, and it wasn't like one of those sideways tosses either. So it was twirling like this, and just hit him. It was like I threw this thing straight, and the stick was twirling this way, and it just hit.
I almost thought it didn't twirl
on his head. It may not have, but point being, it wasn't like flying this way to chop it head. I threw it this way, just thinking to scare it. I really didn't mean to hit him. It was perfect because the stick like flipped to just hit his head at the right spot.
Yeah, and it was no neck. It was straight headshot.
Yeah,
and then he went limp.
I knocked the rooster out.
And then there was almost no hesitancy in quick grab the ball. Because we were like, who cares about the rooster?
The rooster was down.
Before he wakes up, grab the ball.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
Good times.
After a little bit, he kind of went floppy head, and then after a little bit longer, he was okay.
Yeah, it was funny.
And that was probably my favorite story of roosters. Oh, another great story of the roosters is the time when we had just bought in like a bunch of hens, and it had been a couple weeks maybe, and they were getting kind of big. They're not like big, but they were getting like young chicken sized. They weren't cute like chicks anymore. And then one night, they just all disappeared.
No, that was the fat birds.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was both.
It might have been the same. It might have been the same time frame when they just got the roosting hens.
With the skunk with the big things and those.
The skunk was crazy too, but what I remember specifically is, or vividly, is coming out to do chores in the morning, and there's one chicken outside the coop, out of our like 20 little chickens, and I'm like, "There's one chicken. What the heck? Why is he out here alone?" And he might even have been in the corner. And I was like, that is so strange. And so I opened the door to peer into the room, to like the nest. No other chickens. Lost all the chickens except one. And there was no sign of a struggle. No blood, no feathers. I didn't smell any animal, no fur. I mean, they just disappeared, minus one.
So if you know where they went.
Yeah, if you know
let us know, we want them back.
Those are our chickens. Those things are gotta be dead by now.
Where do dolphins sleep?
In the ocean?
Do they sleep underwater?
They might, but they have to breathe too.
Exactly. So where do they sleep?
I bet they sleep. I bet they hold their breath and sleep underwater. You want me to Google it?
They can take naps throughout the day. I don't think they're worried.
That's just what I thought. I was just sitting here thinking. I was like, where do dolphins sleep?
No, they just
wasn't even part
probably
of my
take naps.
No way. They alternate which half of the brain is sleeping periodically so that they can get rest they need without ever losing consciousness.
Like
oh, that's the one eye open thing.
Okay. You go.
No,
dolphins sleep. Yeah, they keep one eye open. Google that. Google if
I believe
dolphins
it.
Sleep with one
when
eye
sleeping, dolphins often rest motionless at the surface of water, breathing regularly, or they may swim very slowly and steadily close to the surface.
So they don't sleep. They're always doing something.
Well, if one half,
well, like half of them sleeps and the other half.
That's crazy. Imagine if people would do that. You could be like drawing a little bit, and they're like, "What is he doing?" He's just kind of standing there, and he's like, "No, one half of his brain's sleeping." I have another topic, but I won't talk about it because it's
Thursday night football. We gotta wrap this sucker up and go watch some football, baby.
I'm gonna write this down though. 2-sided brain. There's been people who have had their brains cut in half, and there's
also been people that have had 2 brains.
What?
I don't know.
Conjoined.
The 2-headed people? Yeah, okay.
Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you're new.
Comment your questions.
Comment questions. We'll try to answer some of them. I hope you all have a blessed day. We'll see you next week. Deuces.
Deuces down.
Up, sideways.